So I was just reading an article that the Wet'suwet'en First Nations in the area of Victoria, BC, were protesting outside the Swartz Bay Ferry Terminal on their way to the Swartz Bay Ferry Terminal. So basically what they were doing was blocking the Patricia Bay Highway, which is the main highway going from Victoria, BC up to the Swartz Bay Ferry Terminal. And the Swartz Bay Ferry Terminal is the main ferry terminal out of the Victoria, BC area for people that want to go to the mainland, to go to Vancouver and other cities on the mainland of British Columbia. So what they were basically doing was they were blocking the highway to protest. They're anti-pipeline protesters, so they're protesting the pipeline that's proposed to be built through their land. And the reason why they chose to target BC Ferries was because of BC Ferries' deepening business relationship with liquefied natural gas. Like the BC Ferries, I guess, through a couple of the new ferries they're going to be purchasing will benefit this pipeline, or benefit the pipeline industry and liquefied natural gas industry. They're upset about this. I have no problem with people protesting in a peaceful, non-obstructive manner. If you want to set up information pickets and hand out literature, like offer up literature voluntarily to passers-by, without obstructing traffic and without forcing your literature on people or being abusive towards people that refuse your literature and refuse to see things your way, I don't have a problem with that. But who the hell are you to go blocking traffic, blocking road traffic, blocking pedestrian traffic, and blocking water traffic by having kayakers out in the water surrounding the ferries so that they weren't able to leave? And as a result of this ferry dock action at the Swartz Bay Ferry Terminal, people at the other end of this, up at the Tsawwassen Ferry Terminal that comes out of Vancouver to go over to Victoria, they had to hold their ferry service back as well too. And I believe they might have even canceled one of their ferries, at least one of the ferries, because of this disruptive, selfish protest. Fine, if you have an axe to grind, protest peacefully in a non-obstructive manner. But obstructing traffic will not get you a lot of support. Sure as hell won't get any support from me. And based on some of the comments I was reading in response to that article, a number of other people were pissed off about it too. And I understand too that there's been a court ruling ordering construction of that pipeline, against the wishes of the people that are protesting against it. I don't know, personally, in my mind, I think that maybe they should sit down with this First Nations and negotiate an amicable agreement with them that everyone can agree on, and maybe construct it in such a way that it doesn't go through their property or come to some other kind of solution. But the fact of the matter is, the law is the law. There's a court order allowing for construction of that pipeline. And these tactics that they were carrying on with this morning, obstructing traffic, in my mind, need to stop. I personally think the police should go out there and order them to stop what they're doing, and if they refuse to stop, then arrest them and use whatever force necessary to stop what they're doing. Like there's an old saying, you attract more bees with honey than with vinegar. If you protest in a peaceful, non-obstructive manner, like through information pickets, then maybe, just maybe, you might get some more people on your side supporting you that might want to help you in your protest and do things like lobby their local politicians and all that with opposition to these pipelines. But obstructing traffic like that is inexcusable. People need to get to work, get to school, get to medical appointments and other obligations. Who the hell are you to stop them or delay them from getting to these obligations? So as far as I'm concerned, the people that were protesting this manner need to fuck off with their inconsiderate tactics. Not acceptable at all.